Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Gerson Beta, and I am the third presenter of the Group 7, and we are the last group. So our topic for today is the ethnic group relations in the Philippines. Ethnic group relations in the Philippines. The Philippines is a diverse country with a rich tapestry of ethnic groups, each contributing to the nation's cultural and historical identity. The major ethnic groups in the Philippines include the Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, Hiligaynon, Bicolano, Waray, and Moro groups such as the Maranao, Maguindanao, and Tausug. Despite this diversity, the Philippines generally experiences relatively peaceful and inter-ethnic relations, but historical and social factors had led to some challenges. Colonial history. The Philippines has a colonial history that includes Spanish and American influences. The history has shaped the cultural and social landscape, sometimes leading to tension and disparities among different ethnic groups. So we know that we are colonized by the Spaniard is about 333 years. So it is expected that we've been kanang nakuha sa ilang culture, kanang na-influensyahan yun natin ilang culture because sa kadugay sa panahon naago tayo na-acquire even the sa American example ang atong mga panood karon, like the way we act, the way we dress, and also our language we use, our English is influenced also by the Americans, no? Even some of the foods and cultures, and also by the Japanese. Even 4 years atang gisakop sa mga Japanese, but naka-influence gyapon ta sa ilahang mga culture, like kanang karate. Sa ilahang man nag-origin ng mga karate, so na-adapt po na sa mga Pilipino. The other one is the Muslim-Christian relation. The Philippines has a significant Muslim minority, particularly in Mindanao. Historical issues related to land autonomy and political representation have led to tensions between Muslim and Christian community. Effort had been made to address these issues through peace agreements and regional autonomy initiatives. So Muslim-Christian relations sa unang panahon is chaotic pa, kay it is because ang mga Christian is ilang man gi-take over ang land sa mga Muslim dito, particularly sa Mindanao, is because like ang government ilang kuwaon ang land sa mga sa mga Muslim dito. That's why kuan sila ni rebel sila or ni against sila. That is why nga atong madungog nga natay mga Christian brother and sisters na gipang kuan dito sa Muslim, like gipang patay unsa pa, kay tungod na sila nga kalagot nila nga anong gipangwa nila mga lands dito, kasi sila may original gyud dito nga nagpuyo before the Spanish regime na sila dito daan. Then another one is the language barrier. The Philippines is home to numerous languages and dialect, while Tagalog or Filipino serve as the official language. Linguistic diversity can sometimes lead to communication challenges and misunderstanding among ethnic groups. For example, ang ani is kanang mga Badyaw. Mura man pinakadali na itong makuha, no? So ang mga Badyaw is na sila kagalingon po nilang language. Ang uban ganyan lang sila, dili kabalo mo Tagalog, so problema gyud kayo na nga makig-communicate sila, kabantay mo kanang mga limos sila diris kanang diris Dumaguete is mo tando lamang sila, dili sila mo storya, like mo pagawas sila kato ilang baso gani, kung mga limos sila pagawas atong baso nga para sudlan ng mga sinsilyo. pero pastoryahon sila lahi kay ilang sinultian. Di sila kabalong magbisaya, pero most nayuban sila ha makabalo katong mga nakaadto na sa lain-laing lugar somewhere in the Philippines. Pero katong kuan na gyud ka ng, let's say, native gyud sila is di gina sa kabalo, kay most of them kanang wala nag-eskwela. Ilang panginabuhi ra is kanang manguhan lang sa dagat, taplig dagat na sa gapuyo mostly. Regional disparities, economic development is not even distributed across the archipelago, leading to regional disparities. Some ethnic groups may feel marginalized due to lack of economic opportunities and resources. So regional disparities is the other terms kanang differences, because lahi-lahi man og panginahanglan ang kada region, no, di man pareha. Like there is ato region 6 region 7 is lahi po panginahanglan dito sa region 6 or other region. That's why maka-feel gyud ang uban og kuan ma-consider as marginalized. Lamot na tong mga people that live in the mountainous area, like kanang sa kuan sa Pampanga or sa Bataan, kanang mga mountainous areas is lisod sa maabot og mga relief goods. So lisod yung kayos para gud sila ha. Moro struggles. Moro people in the Mindanao have historically sought autonomy and recognition of their distinct cultural and religious identity. The Philippine government has engaged in peace negotiation to address concern of the Moro population. Mostly Moro people is Muslim ginilang kuan or Islam ilang religion. So nakigpistok ang government ani sila ha, it is because ang government may nakaingon nga ni revolt sila or ni rebel, because kanay lagi ilang mga lugar is i-take over nila ang kuan mga yuta nila dito. That's why makigkuan gid sila mo ilagong i-fight ang ilahang right nga ilahagod ang land dito. That's why karon nanay peace agreement dito sa Mindanao between the Christian and the Muslim community. Indigenous people issues. Indigenous community face the challenges related to land rights, cultural preservation and development. Efforts are ongoing to recognize and protect the rights of indigenous people. So muna yung giingon ganina is like Philippines, Muslim indigenous peoples is kuha na sila, no proper settlement, is bisag asaran sila mapuyo pod or ako ba nagpuyo pero wala sila proper documentation or documents sa ilahang land, pero dugay na silang kapuyo dira. That is why ang government ila take over ang kuan ang land, pero di man musugod na yung uban ani kay ilago ng sa ilaha pa na mga ginikanan ng mga yuta nga hikay bilang sa ilaha. The other is multicultural policies. The Philippine government has implemented policies to promote multiculturalism and national unity. Program aimed to preserving cultural and diversity are in place. So sample lang anino kanang mga gipang-preserve nga mga cultures is like kanang natay mga like sinulog, ati-atihan, kanang gi-protected na sa tuong law para dili siya makuan or gina-practice lang gyapon nato na up until today para dili siya mawala, makuan ra siya, ma-retain. Urbanization and migration can lead to increased interactions among different ethnic groups in urban areas. While this may foster understanding, it can also pose challenges as people from diverse backgrounds adapt to city life. So we know that urbanizations is dito na ang the place that very congested kayo kanang traffic and big cities, I mean big buildings are present. So the way of life or living is different from the rural areas, Kay sa rural areas, sayo pa lang kuha na ang mga tao dito is natulog na, pahuway na, whereas sa Arica sa urban area Puyo is mostly matapa kay pareha nang gatrabaho kuan like mga BPOs company or ang uban naras balay pero nagyapay gitrabaho o kumbaga night shift lang trabaho.
So now let's continue our discussion about cultural community and the Christian Filipino. So the Philippines has a predominantly Christian population with the majority of being a Roman Catholic. So Christianity, particularly Catholicism, has played a significant role in shaping the culture and traditions of the Filipino people. And here are the key aspects of the relationship between cultural communities and the Christianity in the Philippines. So in here, we are going to showcase the relevance of religion in the Filipino culture and how we have lived through it and inculcated it in our lives. So first we have the influence on festivals and celebrations. So many traditional Filipino festivals have Christian origins or have been integrated with Christian themes. For example, Sinulog in Cebu, Ati-Atihan in Aklan, and Pahiyas in Lukban, Quezon often incorporate religious processions and rituals. So there are a lot of festivals that has been incorporated with saints. For example, the Sinulog, it is incorporated with Senior Santo Niño, and we have just celebrated it yesterday, January 15. And next one is religious practices. So Christianity has influenced various aspects of daily lives, including family traditions, rites of passage, and celebrations. And Filipino often observe religious practices such as attending mass, participating in processions, and celebrating religious holidays. So there are a lot of religious holidays that we have here in the Philippines. For example, like Lent season and also Christmas and Advent. Yeah, we have Advent. So next one is the church architecture and art, and it also has influenced the Filipinos life. And churches across the Philippines showcase a blend of indigenous and Spanish colonial influences in architecture. So many churches are not only places of worship, it also serves as historical and cultural landmarks. So there are a lot of churches that has been built in like Hispanic times, that has been historical for not just Filipinos but also for other people that has discovered the churches. So there are a lot of churches, popular churches here in the Philippines, like the Manila Cathedral, Santo Niño Basilica, Albay Cathedral, the Quiapo Church, and so many more. And the next one are cultural values. So Christian values as espoused in the Bible have had a profound impact on Filipino cultures. So concepts such as respect for elders, strong family ties, and the importance of community are often intertwined with Christian teachings. So based on those doctrines and dogmas on the Bible, we have based our principles and how we live our life as a Filipino in those teachings, like the respect and parents, and also the strong family ties. And there are a lot of cultural values that we have as Filipinos, like the hospitability, or being hospitable to other people, our humor, and our positivity, even though there are a lot of challenges that we face in the Philippines. We Filipinos are very known to having this optimistic kind of mindset and the bayanihan values that we have. And yeah, really, the main idea that they would be they would be linking Filipinos is that they are really family oriented. So the next one is language and literature. So Christian themes are prevalent in Filipino literature, so including folklore and epic narratives. The use of religious symbolism is common, reflecting the pervasive influence of Christianity in the cultural imagination. So there are a lot of language and literature, or like things that has been incorporated with religion also in language and in literature. We can see some stories or like movies that has been used by Filipinos to reflect their values and also uh, uh, their values and the norms that we Filipinos live through. So the next one is education and morality. So Christian principles have historically played a role in education and the development of moral values in Filipino society. So many schools, especially in the past, were established by religious orders and incorporated Christian teachings into their curriculum. So there are a lot of schools that we have locally or nationally that is incorporated with Christian teaching. For example, here locally we have in our place there is this school called San Pedro Recoleto, San Pedro Academy Recoleto. It is far. It is under the permission of the order. It is under the order of the Augustinian Recollects. So it is under the Recollect family. So also there are a lot of schools nationally that has been incorporating their curriculum with Christian teachings, just like LaSalle, and also here in the Magate, St. Paul University, and also Siliman. And so the next one is religious syncretism. So what is religious syncretism? So it involves the harmonious fusion of multiple religious ideologies, rituals, and customs into a distinct, unified belief system. So in some instances, traditional indigenous beliefs and practices have been syncretized with Christian beliefs. So this syncretism is particularly evident in certain local rituals and customs that blend elements of pre-colonial spirituality with Christian symbolism. So the next one is the interfaith dialogue. So while the majority of Filipinos are Christian, there is a recognition of religious diversity in the country. So interfaith dialogue initiatives seeks to promote understanding and cooperation among different religious communities, including Muslims and indigenous groups. So interfaith dialogue is a cooperative, constructive, and positive interaction between people of different religious traditions and spiritual and humanistic beliefs, and at both of the individuals and institutional levels. So this practice, or this behavior that we have in the Filipinos, that we are able to communicate, connect, and also befriend with other religious, is very common. For we also experience that. I also have a Muslim friend, and it is very nice that we will be having to. So yeah, going back, I have been befriend with a Muslim person, and it isn't a barrier that we have different religion, that we are ordered to be friends with each other. We share cultures and also knowledge about the differences and also the similarities on our religion. So the last one is social service and community engagement. So churches, particularly Catholic institutions, are often involved in social services such as education, healthcare, and community development, and this engagement contributes to the holistic development of local communities. This is true because I am once, no, oh wait, ikat Torres, ikat. So this value is really true because I am a full-fledged member of the Recollect Augustinian Youth here in our locality, and we are also volunteers, and we also do apostolates in some instances. So in there are a lot of institutions like non-governmental institutions or non-profit institutions that would tap us to help them um, do a better um, do a better program or do a better outreach programs for other people. And also in education, we also have catechism. We teach children in primary, um, and also secondary. There are also catechists that go and teach students in in a specified time. There is this allotted time for that. And also in community development, we are also a volunteers of the PPCRV, the during elections, and it is a non-profit and non it is a non-profit and a non-partisan organization that helps to have a effective elections. May it be nationals or local elections, we are participating in all of those. So yeah, there are a lot of values and cultures that we have inculcated or get basing on religion. And this is very important for us to really reflect that we live not just through the dogmas and the doctrines of the Bible, but also by the cultures and values that we have. And sometimes we cannot see that it was combined, like the culture and the religion is combined in one value. So it is very important that we would be able to know that we are living this kind of values, because this is what makes us Filipinos and what our identity is. And it really is something that makes us peculiar in other people or in other nationalities, because we have had our own identity as Filipinos. And yeah, that is all for the group 7. I hope that everyone has been able to get some insights and ideas on what we were talking, even though it's just a video recording. And may you have had some inputs also about the ethnic groups in the Philippines and the Christian teachings, and also the cultural community in the Philippines. So that's all for Group 7. This has been Ms. Crisandy Batalan, and saying that have a great day, everyone, and stay safe.